Welcome to the NSIC Student Athlete Advisory Spotlight. I am your host, Nick Kornder, Assistant Commissioner for Media Relations. Each week during the fall, we'll interview one student athlete from each of our 16 institutions. And this week, we're joined by Cassidy Lehrke of St. Cloud State University. Cassidy, thanks for joining the Spotlight.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll kick out the show each week. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Cassidy. I'm from Rogers, Minnesota. I went to Rogers High School and graduated in 2018. I'm currently in my third year here at St. Cloud State on the women's soccer team, and I'm currently pursuing my master's in applied behavior analysis.
So you're already going for your master's?
Yeah, yep. I luckily had a lot of AP classes and college credits in high school, so I was able to graduate early, and I'm moving on to my master's.
Graduated valedictorian, is that true?
That is true.
All right, so definitely the students and the student athletes. So St. Cloud State, not that far from Rogers area. How did you end up at St. Cloud State from there?
Yeah, so it's kind of always been in our family. My mom grew up in St. Cloud, and both my sisters actually graduated from St. Cloud with elementary education degrees. So I was pretty familiar with the campus and the city itself. And then when I was looking where I wanted to play soccer, I wanted to stay close to home because family is really important to me. And came onto campus, and it just immediately felt like home. And specifically, my coach, Greta, just made it very important or very apparent that I was someone she wanted to develop as a person. And as a student, more so than an athlete. So to me, that was really important that she cared about me and my family more than she cared about me just being an athlete and being able to perform in that way.
Awesome. So before we get to the more of the academic part, let's talk about the soccer aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Cancellation of fall competition this fall. Give us an update on what the soccer team's doing up there in St. Cloud.
Yeah, so we've been spending a lot of time volunteering in our community with different youth soccer programs and high school programs, which has been really fun. Kind of brings us back to our roots a little bit and kind of helps us get through this dark time, seeing there's light at the end of the tunnel and getting back to what we grew up loving to do. But other than that, we've just been lifting and having some socially distanced and masked practices, working on that fitness and just being around each other as much as we can, because that definitely translates into how we play.
That's great seeing that you guys are getting out in the community and giving back a little bit with some downtime without the competition. COVID affects everyone differently. How has it most affected you as a student athlete?
Yeah, I think from the athletic part, it was definitely hard not being able to be with the team, especially as a goalie. It's kind of hard to do those type of workouts and trainings by yourself. So I had to be creative in a lot of ways and relying on support from my teammate from afar. And then as a student, it was different moving to online in the spring and not having that community around you all the time. I was finishing it up at home, trying to be safe in that way, but definitely a learning experience for sure. But I think we all were able to adapt, and if anything, it just makes us appreciate when we do get to be together.
You mentioned a part of the soccer team getting out in the community. You're also a member of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. Tell us about some of the initiatives you're doing up at St. Cloud this year with the SAAC.
Yeah, so something we're super excited about starting is we have a whole committee committed to social justice, diversity and inclusion, and also voter registration and education. So we're looking at how we can involve our community, involve our campus on those different issues. We're lucky enough to have a pretty diverse campus, so hopefully we can get some students just sharing their points of view on things, just so we can be more educated as a campus and as students in general, and hopefully use that knowledge when we're voting and just using that privilege in that way.
Talk about being a member of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee and what it means to you.
Yeah, it's really important to me. It helps us represent ourselves as student athletes in more ways than just being an athlete. We're really focused on getting out in the community and making a positive impact where we can. So everything we do is just really impactful. I think, we're doing stuff related to mental health. We're doing stuff related to, bringing regular students and athletes together. Just everything is trying to bring that sense of community, but also trying to make a difference where we can as athletes.
With everything that's happened in the last 6 months to a year, do you feel it's been an even more important role for you to be on the Student Athlete Advisory Committee?
Definitely. I think during this time, it's been kind of hard to find leadership roles sometimes because everything is kind of ambiguous. So to be on this committee and have a group of like-minded people where we can bring together our ideas of how we want to make a difference during this time is really important. I think there's a lot that we can do, and I'm really excited to see what we can come up with throughout this year.
So you touched on it a little bit earlier, but St. Cloud State, not too far. Your parents grew up there. What are the attributes about St. Cloud State University that make it the choice for you?
I think it's really just that sense of community. Having smaller class sizes has definitely been impactful for me. I've been able to make really great relationships with my professors, which has led me to the grad program that I'm in. And I genuinely don't think I would be there without those smaller class sizes and the community feel, from staff, from students, faculty, everybody. You can just tell that people care about each other here. And that has been the most important thing for me.
You play in the Northern Sun Conference, you play in Division II athletics. What's it mean to be a Division II student athlete in the Northern Sun Conference?
Well, something special I think about the NSIC is that we are just very competitive. Going into any game, you can't look at rankings because everyone's ready to bring their all at any time. I think it's very fun. It's always competitive, which is why I love the game so much. It's fun to, not feel like you're doing the best all the time because someone else is right on your shoes. You gotta try to be better each day. And then also just being a D2 athlete, I have friends at the D1 and the D3 level, and I can just see that D2 is definitely perfect for me. I've been able to explore more academic tasks and things that I might not have had the time for had I been a D1 athlete. And on the other end, I've been able to pursue more athletic things that I might not have been able to at a D3 level. So I think it really is just the perfect balance for me personally. And yeah, our conference is just great overall.
You mentioned it before, applied behavior analysis major. What is that, and what do you plan to do with that degree?
Yeah, so once I graduate, I'll pursue my certification as a board certified behavior analyst. And essentially what I'll be doing is I'll be working with kiddos with autism or other developmental disabilities, and really just helping to teach them different skills that'll help them be successful with their peers, with their family, with their community at large, and really just help them make value with their life and just do as many positive things as they can, help them work past maybe troublesome behaviors, but overall just trying to really build their skills.
Wow, awesome. That sounds like a great career path, and giving back, and especially to the youth. So next question before we get to rapid fire, any hidden talents or something people may not know about you? I already gave away the valedictorian part in high school.
Yeah, in third grade, I learned how to talk with my mouth closed. I'm not really great at it, but I can do that.
So ventriloquist type?
Kind of, like, I don't know, I can, oh gosh. Hi, my name is Cassidy Lehrke, and I play soccer. It's not great, but I can kind of do it.
That is definitely a hidden talent. Wow.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Do you get to use it very often?
Yeah, not really. I try not to. It's kind of embarrassing.
All right, that's great. So are you ready for the rapid fire questions?
I sure am.
All right, here we go. Your favorite outdoor pastime?
Hiking.
Most used social media app?
Probably Snapchat.
Your dream profession?
Behavior analyst.
Perfect, that lines up.
Yep.
Your favorite subject studied in college so far?
Anything related to behavior or my diversity classes.
All right, your favorite food?
Pasta.
Favorite TV show?
Shameless.
All right, your favorite student athlete advisory committee activity or initiative?
Probably our student, or gosh, what's it called? Sorry, I know this is rapid fire. We're all our athlete social, where we all play Battleship in the canoes in the swimming pool. It's really fun.
Oh, great. All right. Your favorite movie?
Probably Shutter Island or The Green Mile.
All right. And your best sports memory in which you were competing?
Sophomore year of high school, I played in the state tournament here actually at Huskies Stadium, which is super cool because it ended up being where I played college soccer.
Excellent. All right. Well, that was rapid fire. You did great. That will wrap up the spotlight for this week. I appreciate you taking the time to join us. You obviously have a bright future ahead of you. Hopefully it's back on the field next fall or even some competition this spring. But thank you for taking the time to join us. And we look forward to everyone joining us next week for the NSIC Student Advisory Committee Spotlight.